This is the Info World and this is Davo Rock. These children are standing on steps in Dublin City in front of cameras because they're homeless. The latest figures tell us that in Ireland, at this present moment in time, there are over 3,000 children homeless. Every single one of us was a child at one stage. These children are losing their childhood right now, and it never can be replaced. It has already happened to them, right? They're in social housing or social accommodation, right? With social workers around them. They're seeing things they shouldn't be seeing. They should be sitting around the family table with their parents, right? Having a meal. But this is Ireland. Ireland abuses its children. 3,000 children in temporary accommodation is child abuse right here, right now, 2017. The fact of the matter is, this cannot go on. This has to stop. Right now it has to stop. But it won't stop right now. It's going to take a little while to stop it. If the people rise up and stop it. But your government are never going to stop it. They're causing it. They're creating the social problems that they create the solutions for. More social projects. Social projects are like an avalanche. You can start them at a sneeze, but you never stop them. Never ever will you stop them. Right? It's just like you'll never undo the damage that has been done to these children. Now, we're going to look at social housing now because it ties right into where I'm in. The fact of the matter is, I am squatting in social housing and have refused to pay the Irish state for over a year. I have a Senator of Ireland writing to me on behalf of the Housing Association Respond now. And I have a case against the Housing Association Respond. I want them to take me to court and take me out of here legally. Right? Do you understand this? I have a case against Respond Housing and the Irish State Social Housing. Respond Housing is the Catholic Church. Let me tell you that now, right? I'm not mixing my words up here, right? Okay? You can go on and you can go homepage Respond Housing. There it is there, right? And if you go about us and you go to history, right? It says Respond was founded in Waterford in the early 1980s by Franciscan roots and membership founded by Father Patrick Coogan, who recently died, and who David Norris, when I sent a letter back in 2015, right, yeah, 5,000 words documenting my experience up to then, right, from 2707, right, in Respond Housing, sent that letter, right, okay, to Father Coogan straight away, right. Do you understand this, right, okay? And Respond in that state, right, okay, know exactly what's going on, and I can put my finger on it because I'm in the right place at the right time, and thanks be to God. Because if people in Ireland listen to what I've got to say over a series of documentaries, if you read the emails, right, yeah, if you bear with it, you're going to know this, right, okay, there's serious problems in this country, right, okay, but not only that, you're being played with, people are being played with, right, okay. I've been through transitional housing back in 2007, 2007, and I have all the dates there so we can, you know, show you everything is spot on. But back in 2007, okay, I was in transitional housing, and when I document what was going on in transitional housing, people will know, right, okay, it was an experiment, right, okay, with the down and outs around Dublin, right, and I ended up in it. I became homeless. I was in Santa Maria. can't tell you how bad it is, right? I will tell you, right? And then I went out to what was called a bed and breakfast. It was worse. It was just, I don't know. Oh God, right, okay. And then I was sent out to Swords, right, okay, where I had a room, right, you had to go in at a certain time, lock your door, come out, you could have a cigarette, you couldn't have anyone in your room. It was like just a lock up, right, okay, yeah, and it was all conditioning you into being a good social fucking client in social housing, Catholic Church, communist, you know, social project, right, Guinea Pig I was, right, yeah, and this is a fact, right. I have a series of letters, right, okay, from David Norris, which are going to be read out, right, and presented to you. I will be outside the gates of the doll, and I will be presenting all the information there as well. I want to tell you, right, okay, that the Irish state, right, okay, knows who I am. Right, I've been turned off on Twitter. Right, I've been arrested by the guards and taken out of my house and thrown into a cell. Right, do you understand this? I've been victimised here in this spawn because of who I am and what I can say that people can hear and that people hear it. RT won't entertain me. Your national broadcasting system, your arts, media and entertainment in this country has you all, okay, in a bloody bubble, right? And that bubble's going to bust, right? And if you can't see it busting with 3,000 children, over 3,000 children, right? And Simple Simon, now your Minister of Health, telling you everything's going to be alright this winter. People will be on hospital trolleys. People will die, okay? And you get some bloody flu that'll wipe through this land and we'll have a severe disaster, right? Our government are playing us, right, okay, yeah? And we need to get out of Europe quick and take back our land. Before the invasion of all the foreign internationals into this country, right, okay? Before that invasion, right, yeah, there was 4.5 million Irish people. We're still here. You just haven't got a voice. You're silenced and you're in a bubble, right? Yeah. And those who think, oh, they got a happy now, they have a piece of plastic and they're going to their bank, right, okay? When it hits, right, okay, yeah, you're for the chopping block too. Do you understand that? The elite, right, okay, yeah, and your puppet management government that is in place, right, okay, that are playing us onto Maggie's farm in Europe, right, okay, on the Sharia law, right? Do you understand what's happening to us, right, okay? Your children, right, okay, are homeless, right, okay? Yeah, they're begging on the streets, you know that, right, okay? Yeah, that's what your government is doing to you, right, okay, right here, right now, 2017, and it's all part of the agenda, right? People in America, right, have come out and been moved to vote for Trump. They know who they are, right, okay, yeah? That the Bible reading Christians who are moved to come out and support Trump, right, and America is going to move forward, right? Ireland, we can do it now, right? Yeah, everything we need is there, right? The help for us is there now. Do you understand it, right? Yeah? Do you understand that, right? We can do it. There's 4.5 million of us, right? We can build the bloody world. We send our best out of the country. We have a huge diaspora, right, okay? That is not just the ones that meet down in Dublin Castle, right? Peter Sunderland, right? Yeah, and all the globalists, right, and Bill Clinton and Bono, right, it's all agenda, and Mary Robson, right, yeah, and all these people who are there to undermine Christianity, undermine your beliefs, right, okay, for the Jesuit-run state. They believe in all gods, that's why they've been feeding you the meaning of life on the television, right, and spirit level with Joe Duffy. These people come from Trinity College, right, okay, and they're earning $500,000 a year, right, and the rest on top, right. Wake Up Ireland, right, okay, you two come on the radio over here, people, their new album, and it's, oh, they're brilliant, it's a whole show, and how brilliant they are, brilliant, and everyone's into the agenda, right, the globalist agenda, right, okay, and the people haven't a clue what's happening. And then when the people get out A march against water charges, 500,000 of them up the length of the country, right, okay, they usurp it. They all descend like vultures, join this alliance, that alliance, right? To spread us off, right, okay? You need to just protest as an individual, say, I'm not joining anything. Are you a politician? Piss off. Are you a church? Piss off. I'm standing here and protesting. Them children, right, okay, need homes. We're 4.5 million Irish people. We can build them homes, right, okay? We can take it over and say, piss off, right, okay? Yeah, it's all a game. Where's the stay? There's no such thing as the stay, right? There's them politicians there that have been pushed in, right, by the globalist royals over there, right, okay, and play puppet for us. Yeah, they're sheepdog, right? We're the sheep and the wolves, right? Yeah, and they get to walk the red carpets and get out of their cars now. Politicians like rock stars, right? Where their game is being interrupted by Donald Trump. Do you notice, right? Donald Trump won't be meeting them. They're all hugging and kissing on the red carpet, and you're all being entertained for it, and having their Davos and CNN sitting up there on the stage, right? And what's it led to? Approaching 4,000 children homeless, right? In July 99, families became homeless. And there's been months where it's up to 150, I believe, families homeless. In a country, right, okay, where the price of property is booming up at €50 a day last year. Do you understand this, people, right? We're heading for a disaster. We need to stop it now. We need to get out of Europe. We need to get government and social out of our heads, right? If you're on disability, you deserve a house, not a prison, right? Not to be monitored by social services, right? Okay, yeah? Do you understand that? And people deserve to have work to make enough money, right? Okay? To go out, right? Okay? And have a life, have their own home. Have enough money to save for whatever they want, right, okay, their holidays, right? It's an abundance, but they're creaming it all off for their one world government project. Every penny you put into a charity box goes to it. It's all a game, right? You see it, right, okay, yeah? All these people, right, okay, on the big money is to keep you out of the picture. The world is divided in two. This is what America is showing us now. Right, and you say we're divided in two. That doesn't mean, like, you know what I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet, right, okay, and there's 350 billion on that side, and there's 350 on that side, right? You know, and you got the 7, right, okay, yeah, 100 billion, or no, 7 billion on the planet, right, and you got 3 billion, 3.5 billion that side, 3.5 billion that side, right? It doesn't mean that. It means, right, okay, it's divided in two. There's those who know, right? There's those who know, right? Do you understand this, right? And there's those, right, okay, who don't know. And those who know are the ones who have all the wealth and all the power. And the ones who don't know are the ones who watch the television and buy all the shit, right? And they're developing the technology, right, okay, yeah? And what they're undermining, right, okay, is your Christianity. And they're saying that they've elevated their consciousness, right, okay, and you need to wake up to that. And they're waking up your children to sex education. And we'll be looking into what's going on there. But these are the people that are running your country. Do you understand that? Running your country. Your children are homeless and it's growing. The hospital trolleys will grow. You have to stand up. You have to take action. Do you understand that, right? They're undermining the Christian nation and they're doing it to an agenda and it needs to get out there. And so InfoWord is about that. That's what I'm about, getting that out. But it's true, I'm sitting here in accommodation here in Mulhullard, Dublin, right? And I haven't paid rent and I won't pay rent, right? I want Respond to take me out legally. And I want my story not to go untold, right? And I want people to see what's really happening, right? Okay, up the road in Mulhullard, in a sewer, right? Which brings in the whole of Mulhullard. Every year, right, okay, they have to go and seal them showers up and the smell comes up, right, okay, and the people are sick of the smell, right? Well, up the road, right, okay, in the same area, right, yeah, the same minister, right, okay, has just been made the gay, unelected, right, by the people, has been pushed into power, right? And why 3,000 children, over 3,000 children, right, he's increased, right, by 400 the amount of refugees he's bringing into the country. The middle class, when are you going to turn around and wake up and say, hold on a second here, right? We're paying for everything. We're paying for the refugees, right, okay, yeah, and then the social workers to take care of these people, and I will tell you about it, right, and the game that's played by them, writing checks for them, right, okay, when they're in homelessness, right, for the transitional housing type of thing, yeah, walking in, oh, here you go, boys, there's your clothing, that's 150 quid, don't go and spend that in the pub tonight, a social worker, right, to your man who was going to spend it in the pub that night, and that's exactly what he's doing. Right? That's exactly what they do, right, okay, yeah, I was in transitional housing with people, right, that were supposed to be in transitional housing, right, and they were addicted gamblers. They go down and get their money and it was gone. They come to you, you got a fiver, right, people coming in with blood running them down because of an alcoholic, right, in the space, like, you know, they were dying in the place and been taken out of Respond, right, Conrad House, right, okay, Respond, right, in Drumcondra, you know, Bertie Ahern, Drumcondra. It's all the same. The leaders in this country are all goblets and we're the sheep on the farm. Do you understand that, right? Yeah. And we need to see through it, and you need to see through it, right? Yeah. And the Pope is coming over next year. Do you hear this, right, okay, for Family Day? There's 3,000 children. This is the Jesuits that's doing this, right, okay? They plague this country, right? And that's who the globalists are, right, okay? And that's what's after happening in America. The Christians of the book, right, yeah, have come out, right, okay, and started, right, okay, moving. Because the Lord Jesus is the only Saviour, right? And He's the only God. And this hall is all an attack on man, right, okay? And it's coming out in the open. And Ireland, you need to wake up to it now. So, you're going to see a series of videos, right, that are going to be emails, that will read through emails. But I will establish very quickly, right, okay, the last emails that David Norris sent to me, where he's offering me an apartment, right, for Respond, right, okay, yeah? And then tells me I won't be cooperative, I'm not cooperating, right? But I tell Respond you're not going to be cooperative, right? Now this is a scholar, right? Why is he writing on behalf of them? Should we be looking at David Norris and the agenda? Do you know something, right, okay? I'm not going to be held to ransom for an apartment, right? That it was me rights, right, okay, to be given. This place where I'm living is not fit for living. There's mould, I get infections. I have one right now at the moment, right? I have one right here at the moment, an infection, right? Which I have to document now, right? Okay, I didn't even fucking want to. I get the infections and I buy ointments, right? Yeah. Sometimes I've had to have an antibiotic, right? Okay, I go to my doctor and I say, doctor, I got another infection, right? Yeah. Go down every fucking other week, right, okay? This is as true as God, I'm in here, right, okay? And people, you're going to see how angry I am in the course of the videos. But I'm telling you this, right, okay? You need to wake up to what's going on, right? I'm telling you that I was in transitional housing, right? And the social workers were encouraging people to get a few hours into their hand. And it still goes on, right? And the middle class are paying for it, right? They break every rule, and it's community unity. If you're in with the group, right, and I'll show you the letters where it says people who stuck in with us, right, okay, and how they send you tweets, right, okay, to come around and do this in the community unity, and that if you stick in with the community unity, right, okay, yeah, I would have been transferred out of here beforehand, but because I'm an individual with my own opinion, right, okay, and my own mind, right, they want to say, no, you're outside. Right, and I'll show you David Norris writing to me and saying, right, that responder saying you're isolating yourself from everyone, or you're keeping yourself away from everyone, you know, something along them lines. I'll read it for you word for word, right? But let me tell you something, right, okay, that's a game. That's telling you, right, okay, you're not in the community, you're extradited from the church. I want out of the Catholic Church, but you can't just leave the Catholic Church. Do you understand that, people, right? We need to get rid of the Catholic Church and the child abuse in this country. Children are abused, right, okay, physically in this country, sexually in this country, emotionally in this country, spiritually in this country, mentally, right, okay. Them children that are homeless are standing there with cameras saying things they never should be when they should be at home. Yeah, on the high chair, some of them being fed, right, okay, in a nice warm house, in a country that has the highest fuel bills costs, right? Right? And we're surrounded by water, and we live on land, right? Yeah. We can walk the land, people, right? That's the way we're supposed to do. That's the way God, orchestrated it. That was our wealth, right? Okay. Everything that's wealth we give away. Our intelligent children that are usurped by the Jesuit colleges and taken out and initiated into fucking different belief systems, right? That's the truth of it. That's what's happening, right, okay? Yeah. Our only uniting foundation is our Lord, right, okay? Our Christianity, right, okay? Which is our spirit, right, okay? Yeah. Like, that's who we are. We're God's elect people, right, okay? Yeah, we are the meek. And the meek means easily deceived. And you're deceived, you're in deception. You're in deception, right, okay, Ireland. The reason you have these problems, the reason your city centre is gone, you go into all the major stores are closed deliberately to keep the elderly people out of the city, right? You know something? I busk in town, right, okay, I can't be bothered, right, okay, it's a jungle, right? I'm going to tell you something now, right, okay, it's not Dublin, and you need to take it back. And the only way to take it back is for the people to stand up, right, 4.5 million and say no more. And you have to do it injury and say, no, I want to be with me fucking God Jesus, right? Forget that. He's my saviour, right? Forget that Catholic Church fucking shit, right, okay, where it's full of paedophiles, yeah? And by the way, when we take it back, we have to go and dig up every single bloody nunnery in the country, every single monastery in the country, and take up the dead bodies that are buried there of children, right, that have been killed over years and years and years to control the population. They're coming up out of the graves all around the world. Canada, right, okay, 350,000 graves found there recently, children graves. Listen to me. Do you understand that? That's why they want to change the age, right, okay, to abort the child in the womb, right? Well, I believe in Jesus, I don't know about you. I believe, right, okay, that when Mary was carrying the child, and I'm not talking about Holy Mary that you pray to. I'm talking about the Mary, the only mediator between God and man is the Lord Jesus, right? Yeah? They usurp that and they've got you praying to Isis, the mother, right? Do you understand that? The feminine aspect of Lucifer you're praying to, right, okay? They call her Mary. Jimi Hendrix, The Wind Cries Mary. The Beatles, Mother Mary comes to me, right, okay? Mary, right? Irish people, there's so much you need to wake up to. But if 3,000 children plus on the streets, right, okay, isn't making you think, then what the hell is going to make you think, right? Your country is gone, and when it collapses this time, the people in middle class, right, okay, who've been struggling, right, to keep 2 cars in the road because they have the 2 people working, keeping your children in a crash, and you're paying for everything. You pay for all the travellers up and down the country that have lived on social welfare, all through it. Decades and decades and decades. You pay for it, right? You pay for the ones, right, okay, that go out robbing, right, okay, yeah, on social welfare. They live on social welfare and are thieves, right, and they go up and down and rob your houses, right? Which causes you to pay for the insurance, right, okay? Yeah, you have to pay the insurance to cover your property, right? And that keeps the cops in a job, right, okay? So long as there's crime, you'll have cops, yeah? So long as there's cops, you'll have crime, right? Yeah, and you see your guards, right, it's popping up here and there. The whole system is crooked, built on community, you're alright. He's a paedophile. Say 3 Hail Marys and an Our Father, move them off to a different parish. Right? People, wake up. Children, okay, yeah. Children, look at you, right? All the children, okay. Are you going to wake up people, okay? Yeah. Are you going to turn around, okay, now and vote in abortion? Are you going to be collared into changing your constitution yet again, right? 100 years after 1916 scam where the Jesuits ruled up a few people because the spirit of the people was rising, so they bait you up, right, back then, to keep you down, like they've done, okay, through the world in different countries over the ages, and it's documented there for you all to see, right? But you're so lost in your art, media, and entertainment, MTV, yeah? And me, right, okay, my rights, right, okay, yeah? You've been played, right, yeah, on the internet, right, through social media. The Ice Bucket Challenge, we look into that, how they use it, right, okay, to get you all doing one thing on one switch, and then they can use it to get you all doing something else, and you don't even know, right? Right? These are the powers that are being used on the internet, and it's coming out because Donald Trump got in, because Facebook have had to turn over, right, okay, all the ads that they were running for Russia, right, okay, which shows, right, okay, that Russia, right, okay, it was the opposite way around. You see, they accuse you, right, okay, of doing, right, what they're doing. They accuse Donald Trump, right, okay, on Russia, right, okay, fixing the election, right, yeah. And the truth of the matter is, it was Hillary, right, okay, and Putin, right, okay, wanted Hillary in, right, into power. And when you think about it, he gave them all the plutonium, right? The Clintons, right, okay, right, signed off all the plutonium, right, okay, over to fucking Russia from America. Right? Do you understand that there's games going on with people, right, okay, on a whole global level, right? And Ireland, right, okay, has been played into a global world government, right, of people not elected by the people, right? You still have a chance to take your country back. And if the children can't motivate it, if you can't take it back for them, right, okay, then you're lost, right, okay. And when the Lord returns, you'll just experience the wrath of the Lord. Right, I have to kill it for there. I've got so much work to do to get the emails and everything together to put them up. But I needed to record this for a few reasons. First of all, right, okay, it puts me out there. I'm making a statement here, right. I am squatting in Malhurd. I am in protest against the Irish Day. I'm going to produce, right, letters, right, from Senator David Norris to me. And I'm going to look into Senator David Norris, right, and things that have happened in Irish politics, right. It's going to blow the lid. We look at panty bliss, right, okay. And Senator David Norris, you know that panty means pantheism. Right, and you know that bliss is bliss from Joseph Campbell of the Theosophic Society. You're a scholar, right? So don't lie, right? You know about the Golden Dawn. You know about secret societies, right? Okay? You know about the 22nd Tara Trump, and you're a liar if you pretend you don't. Do you understand that? You know about W.B. Yeats being in the Golden Dawn, and you know about the agenda that I'm talking about. Right, and I'm going to tell you, right, the Irish people will know about it, and let them decide, right, okay, who's the one telling the truth, right, yeah, let the Irish people decide. There's no need for secrecy in an Irish government. Do you understand that? It's not the American state, right, okay, you know, fighting the Russians, like, you know what I mean, yeah, with espionage. We're the Irish people, right, okay, yeah. It's enough of enough, right, you animals, right, okay, are not in position to rule us like fucking cattle. Right, in boxes social projects, right, okay, starting them up at a whim to create jobs, like they just done in Dublin city centre. They create, right, a situation, right, where there's a few methadone addicts hanging around the city. Now they've created, right, okay, a place where you can go in and shoot up your heroin. Now you can buy it illegally. You can go out and rob and steal the money and bait up a woman to get it, right, okay, yeah. You can persecute people begging. You can jump into houses and rob it. But when you get your heroin, you can go in then, right, and say, where's my spoon? Can I have a cup of tea there, first left? We don't know. Everybody in Ireland knows exactly what it's about, right? And there's this building now, right, that's going to need a janitor, right, okay? And when he retires, his son will get the janitor's job, right, okay, in social welfare. Do you understand that? A job for life. And it'll need nurses, it'll need standing around, needs psychologists there, health and safety there. The whole building needs things, right? And Mannix Flynn is playing a game there. Just like he played a game, right, okay, with the busking licence, right? We'll look into that in Dublin City, bringing in a busking licence. And he played his game letting on to be in a building persecuted by people outside one night and appeared in Pat Kenny, right, playing a game. Well, I will show you how I wrote, right, okay, a letter to the Dublin City Council, right, okay, when they were bringing in the new bylaws, changing the bylaws, right. So I wrote my appeal letter and how I was ignored and wasn't even invited, right, to the meetings that went on, right, okay, to air my opinion. Because my opinion, right, okay, they didn't want to hear it, they didn't want it voiced. But I have it here, and here's the thing about it, right? My Twitter account, one of them was closed down. I was reaching 1.6 million people over 90 days, right, okay? Over 24 or 5 days, right, okay? I was about 600,000, right? It was called The Joker, right? And it was putting out the information, and I have a lot of people still follow me online. It was closed down, right, okay? And my internet was cut, my wire was cut, right, outside, right, yeah. And I believe I respond. I'll explain it to you in another video, right. So I open up my new Twitter account, right, okay, yeah, which is Infowars, right, okay, yeah. I'll put up the address for it in another video, sure. If you're watching this, you probably know it, right? This is going up on YouTube. I then go and tweet it on Twitter, right, okay? I have at the moment 1,050 followers. We'll be looking at Twitter and how they control that and keep people down to 1,050 followers when you see other people shooting up to 50,000 and all that type of thing. Because it's all control mechanisms, right? It's called the web, right, okay? The spider builds the web, right, okay, to catch, right, okay, the prey, right? It's called online, you go, right, yeah, well, there you go, it's the net, isn't it? You fish, you're hooked online, right, okay, cast your net, right, okay, and win all the souls, right, yeah. This is the game, right, okay, yeah, that has been played with people, and we need to wake up to it. So, I'm squatting here, I'm protesting the Irish Day, I'll be outside their gates, right, okay, I've got the goods on them, right, yeah. And it's all going to be up on YouTube and Twitter, right? Also, right, I plan to go live streaming as well and jumping these people outside the gates and address them straight to their faces, right, yeah? So, enough of that one, right, okay, and see you later.